What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for a daily news show ahead of the Roma game tomorrow. I didn't do a preview because I will talk about it a little bit in this video, but we are going to talk about a super attack because that's basically the new story the media is running with. The super attack that seems impossible, seems weird, very unlikely, whatever. However, that is what the media is pushing right now, and that includes Zirkzee. That also includes not selling Vlahovic. How? That's what we're going to talk about. Before we do that, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go. Okay, so the super attack. We spoke about Zirkzee a lot on this channel, about the links and whatever, so on, basically. And whenever we talk about Zirkzee, I think a lot of people raise the question, which is a good question, a fair question, is, are you going to sell Vlahovic? Because where are you going to play Zirkzee? And I get why that question has been erased. Like, why people are thinking, okay, if you sign Zirkzee and not even like, it's not even financially linked, which also could be a good point, by the way. However, it's more so linked to you play Zirkzee or you play Vlahovic. You don't play both. But I've always said that you can play both, and you can play Zirkzee in behind. It all depends on what the next coach wants to do. Even for Yildiz, even for Chiesa. Sule is out there, but I think he will be sold. Period. And we play a lot of games, so it is possible. It doesn't mean Zirkzee excludes Vlahovic or the other way around. So I've always said that I don't think there's an issue in terms of you sign Zirkzee and you keep Vlahovic. If it's financially feasible on the pitch, I don't think it will be an issue, to be honest, or it should not be an issue, because they can both play together, and that's what the media is basically saying. And to add up to it, or like what really puts strength to the story, is the fact that by all reports, and I will say it now again, because there has been reports from Sky Italia saying if Allegri wins it, qualifies for Champions League, and he wins the Coppa, he could stay. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to entertain that. The club is not moving on from Allegri, because all the signs point towards this cannot coexist anymore. With how Giuntoli acts, what Allegri says, what his agent says, what certain players feel, the leaks. It doesn't make sense for any party, not even Allegri, to stay on with Juve. If you want to do something still with your career, quote unquote, I think it will only damage you. Like, that's how it feels. Like, it would only put more damage to your reputation rather than you actually gonna strengthen your reputation, basically. So that cannot happen as well. There's no case for that to happen. And today, Fabrizio Romano said that the priority for Juve is Thiago Motta, and Thiago Motta's priority is Juve. Now, the Zirkzee links make a lot of sense. You have Tutto Sport saying that if he's going to stay in Italy, it's even more so Juve than Milan, although Milan have not a bad they have more funds in that regard, because they are going to spend. They need to replace Giroud. They're going to spend in that. Everybody knows Milan is going to spend in that department, and probably most of their budget in that department, if we were going from off the link. So in financial aspect, it will make more sense for Milan to sign Zirkzee. However, what the media suggests, and maybe it's an easy link, maybe it's too easy, and it's because it's too easy, it's like, nah, it's not going to happen. But the media is basically saying, if it's Motta is going to Juve and Zirkzee wants to stay in Italy, because Arsenal's still looking at him, but apparently he wants to stay in Italy, then he's going to follow Motta, which makes a lot of sense from his part, because you're doing well under Thiago Motta. You're doing extremely well. Actually, the development is insane, because he had good qualities. You can see that, but he never could string it together. And now he's stringing it together, So for him, from his own point of view, it makes a lot of sense to say, you know what, if I'm gonna stay in Italy, I'm gonna follow the guy who actually put me on this pedestal, and I'm gonna continue developing, basically. If I'm gonna move club, which he's gonna do, it will also make more sense to move a club. Yes, you need to adapt, but when you need to adapt, you have a coach who knows you. That will facilitate your development as well. That doesn't mean he's not gonna go into Milan and he's 100% joining us. Like, it doesn't mean we're gonna put an offer, but it could coexist. it could coexist. We don't know what's going to happen with Chiesa. We don't even know what's going to happen with Yildiz in terms of where he's going to play on the pitch. So a lot of question marks that I do understand, but I've always said that we might not play 3 or 4 midfielders. Like, it all depends on what the next coach wants to do. That also includes signing Zirkzee, yes or no. Is he a priority? No. Like, we need to fix our backline. We need to fix our midfield. There are rumors that Diallo is going to go out on loan because he's not picking up the pace. Like, those rumors are growing, to be honest, which is really weird. There are rumors that Bremer potentially could leave. If you sign Calafiori, that's good, but it's still not good enough. That backline is not good enough, so it needs a lot of improvement. So is that a priority, Zirkzee? Absolutely not. But it is an opportunity to actually create something potentially very, very good, like extremely good up top, But that's the Zirkzee part. We just need to follow it and keep an eye on it, basically, because we will get linked with it, and it will be a battle. If you're actually in for him, really, if you actually really want to go for Zirkzee, you're gonna go into a battle with Milan. You're gonna go in a battle with Arsenal, and even if he's like, no, I want to stay with Inter, I want to stay in Italy, then yeah, I think Milan have the more financial options because they can invest that portion more so in one department than we can, in my opinion. But that's Zirkzee, that's a super attack. Really quickly on Roma tomorrow, because I'm not going to do a preview. It's very simple for Roma tomorrow, or like simple. We need to win. You win, you're in the Champions League, it's done. You lose, it's getting really sticky. If you lose tomorrow against Roma, it's 3 points. You play Salernitana, which everybody expects you to win, which is not a given. And then you need to go to Bologna. And you're making it just basically tough on yourself. Are we going to beat Roma? I don't have a single belief in it that we're going to beat Roma. I don't believe it. I don't see it. Like, there's no proof that we can beat any team right now. 2 wins out of 13 in Serie A. There's no proof that we can even beat Salernitana, if you're completely honest. So that's it. Roma did play midweek game. They didn't play extremely well, but everybody's making jokes about it. Oh, they lost. Where are the Rossi lovers? And I'm not saying De Rossi is a great coach, but it's clear that he had an impact on Roma. But they lost against Leverkusen, won the Bundesliga, undefeated on the season. There's no shame. They are the better team, period. Except Xabi Alonso is the better coach. They have the better squad, in my opinion, or the more talented squad, especially more talented 11. I'll keep it on that. More talented 11. Maybe even the squad, but definitely the 11. So there's no shame in that. But they will be ready for us tomorrow. They will be like, them playing on Thursday and we getting a week off made no difference for any other game we had this season, so it won't make a difference tomorrow. They will be up for it. They know what's on the line, especially now that they need to finish 5th to get into Champions League, because they're not going to win the Europa League, so they need to win to keep Atalanta at bay. Like, they have no choice, so they will be 100% fired up for that game. And we showed no sign that we can go to a team like Roma away and win. Like, if we win, that will be an absolutely shock, because there's no signs that we could do it. My prediction is, I don't predict losses. I hate it, so I'm not going to do it. But I do think we're going to lose. Like, that's my feeling. But I'm going to say 1-1, which is also not the best of results. We need to win to just put it away. And who knows, maybe they surprise us and they're like, here we go, our final win of the season in the league, not so in the Coppa Italia, and the pain, quote unquote, or the stress is basically over. But I just don't see it happening right now. I have a weird feeling about it, again, that we will lose, and I don't think anyone will be surprised if we lose. But let me know in the comments what do you think about the Zirkzee Vlahovic combo, potentially super attack. That's how they're calling it. And let me know what you think about tomorrow's game, your prediction in the comments, and I will speak to you guys post-game. Ciao.